Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dragon Quest VIII, and here I am standing next to my new best friend. All right, my new best friend. When we last left off, we went and found Bomrin's Bell, which will make just navigating the world map a whole lot easier. You saw how fast I was moving on that Saber Cat, and now I can pretty much do that anytime I want to, anywhere else in the world. It's not just on this continent. So that's really, really good. But we have some unfinished business here in Baccarat before we go on with the story. And before we go on with treasure hunting, I have a lot of treasure hunting that I need. Well, I don't necessarily need to do it, but I want to do here in the very near future. But first, let's raid Baccarat of all of its treasures. There is mini metal number something. I can't just look in my inventory and tell you anymore because I turned those other mini metals in. So yeah. And now this is the gold bank, by the way. We're gonna rob it because I have a magic key. Get a ruby of protection. Nice. That raises your defense. It's an accessory. If you're noticing a improvement in video quality, that is because there is an improvement in video quality. I invested in a new capture device. I got an internal AverMedia HD card, and it's pretty nice. It took me pretty much an entire... It's taken me a while to get it set up and going, but I think I've got it pretty much where it needs to be now. We'll see. I'm gonna fiddle with it some more. Hopefully I won't break it or anything but when I do that. But let's raid all the things. There's a garter if you didn't get the one in the castle, or if for some reason you need a second garter. Right there. What you got to say, old man? Alright. We might come back and watch the bunny show. I also got my new headset in. The last time I recorded, I was using my spare headset. I don't really like my spare headset. It is it's a Turtle Beach headset that I got for Christmas or my birthday. And I basically just keep it because, you never know when you need a spare headset. It's good to have things in reserve, in my opinion. I've got 3 keyboards sitting right there, 2 mice, and I have a spare headset. Because you drop things, you step on things, you need different equipment, but this headset, I don't like it. It was made for consoles, and it works just fine on my computer, but the Turtle Beach headsets have this, and they say this is a feature, where you can hear yourself talking, and I cannot stand hearing myself talking. Cannot stand it. Which is one reason why I don't like that headset. Also, it has a lot of noise on the line.
Okay, so tell me what happened the other day. The suspense is killing me. All right already. But you've got to keep this under your hat, okay? This is between you and me.
Don't pay no attention to us over here eavesdropping.
I swear I won't say a word. We barmen know when to keep our mouths shut. By the goddess, lower your voice. I assume you've heard about Mr. Golding's house being burgled.
Oh, it was burgled, huh?
Well, the fact is, Mr. Golding was murdered during the robbery.
No!
Murdered? You mean Mr. Golding is dead? I told you to keep it down. That's why nobody's seen hide or hear of him recently. He isn't among the living anymore.
Well, that's just terrible.
But Mr. Golding was such a big man. You're trying to tell me he was killed by a random burglar? Well, the really weird thing about it was that the burglar was apparently dressed as a jester.
Aha! A
I
clue!
didn't see him myself, mind you, but that's what they say.
Too bad every clue we find about Dual Magus is a dead body.
A jester, huh?
Excuse me, frog in my throat.
A strange one, this burglar. Seems he broke in, killed Mr. Golding, and left. He didn't take anything valuable.
In which case, you realize he's not a burglar, he was there to kill Mr. Golding. That's just common sense.
From the looks of it, he was after Mr. Golding's life, not his gold.
Okay, well, that's what I was saying.
I also heard that Cash and Carrie have ordered some men to find the jester and avenge their father's death.
We better go speak with this Cash and Carry. They might actually, I don't know, pay us for doing what we were going to do anyway. Wouldn't that be awesome?
By the goddess, this is big. Oh, I won't tell a soul. You can count on me.
This headset is so comfortable.
I'd better get back to my customers. See you later. Gah! I'm sorry, I did not see you standing there. Did you hear what we were talking about?
I did not hear what you were talking about.
Oh, forgive me for the strange question. A slip of the tongue. I'd better get back to work.
You do that. So anyway, I think this goes into the casino. And the casino is closed. Obviously because of Mr. Golding's murder. It'll open up later. So, you know, we'll just have to wait. It's probably a good thing that it's closed right now because the stuff in there is really, really good. And it is very easy to break the casino. It just takes, I don't know, a couple of hours. And you can get some of the best equipment in the entire game. Jessica's ultimate weapon. And pretty much an infinite supply of money. You know what? These areas like this might seem pointless, but I really appreciate these empty rooftop areas that they put in the game because it just allows you to get a good just a view of the surroundings. You could just see, well, this is not a good one because there's trees everywhere, but you know, you get what I'm saying. I like the views. The views are nice. Let me see. Back downstairs I go. Man, the picture is just so much more crisp. It's blowing my mind. And this headset, it's the most comfortable headset I've ever had on my head. Now, the previous headset I was using before was also a Turtle Beach headset. They were on sale at Walmart. And you know how Walmart is. Every couple of months they get in something new, and then they take everything and then they discount it. So I bought two of them, that headset, and that's what I've been using for the last like 2 years. I don't remember if there's anything in this. Well, I don't think there is. Was either one of those two headsets, and they both broke. They both broke the same way, actually. One of the cups, the entire headset was made out of plastic except for the metal band in the top, and then the sides there were plastic. This headset, however, is entirely made of aluminum, and for some reason it is lighter than the entirely plastic headset I was wearing before, which is good. And it's also got like the ear cups are like made out of real leather. This headset's like normally like $200, and I got it like 75% off. Let's see. Break all the barrels. And raid the dude's sock drawer. Um, I'm I've been wearing this headset to see how long it takes before it bothers me. I've been wearing it since for the last 4 hours or so, and it has not bothered me at all wearing it. I have nerve damage in the right side of my face from when I had surgery on my neck, and my previous headsets, what they would do is that they would weigh down on my ear, and my ear would start hurting, and then the entire right side of my face would start hurting, and it's very uncomfortably tingly pain. It doesn't look like there's anything in here. And this headset, like I said, is much lighter. That was the one major complaint I had with my previous headset. It was too heavy. And it's just comfortable, and it's got that new electronic smell too, which is probably a carcinogen. So that's whatever. That's okay. I already had cancer once. Let's see. I don't need anything in here. I feel like the sound is slightly off, which could be the case in this new capture device. But at the same time, I feel that it's not, and it's just my perception is off. Alright. Goodness. That's that leftover from me being sick. That'll probably stay with me for the next 6 months. Whenever I get sick like that. Whenever I talk a lot, it brings up that junk in my chest. No. Not in league with Dual Magus. We've come to murder him. And we're going to murder him, right? I mean, that's just like, that's an RPG hero's way. You never talk with the villains. You can never talk them down. You just have at thee and you murder them. And that's the casino. We can't go in there. Let's see, I've been in the church, been in that building. Let's go in here. What have you got to say, Mr. Bard? Huh, the Dark Ruins. Probably have to go in at night to get that information. I already know where the Dark Ruins is. Yay, free strong medicine. Probably never use it, but whatever. Dang, that's like 4 mini medals in this town. Guess it makes sense. This is the casino town after all. And mini medal collecting is a kind of mini game in the Dragon Quest series. A troll? Damn. That's impressive. This appears to be a restaurant of some sort. Pick'em wasn't so bad, other than we got robbed. Well, these poor people do not know the truth. Piece of cool cheese. Yep. Being on your feet like that is hard work. Yep, he's a murderer and an evil wizard. See, how many people has he murdered so far? 4? He's murdered 4 people, right? I'm not crazy. There's Mr. Golding. Well, that's not Mr. Golding. That's Mr. Golding's ancestor, who is apparently an ancient sage. The gate is shut tight. Well, it looks like we won't be speaking with Cash and Carry. What a pity, what a pity. That was my dual Magus impression. What you think? So anyway, we're done here. Got my Ruby of Protection. That's going to come in handy later. Now, let me see. Let me bring up the world map here. Zooming out. Okay. Straight north of where we're at there, see that island? That is where the Dark Ruins are. If you go to the pub at night, they talk about where the Dark Ruins are and everything like that. To the southeast of here is another town, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Dark Ruins, we're going to see the scene there, and we're going to be directed to go to that town that's southeast of here called Argonia. And when I get to Argonia, that's when I'm going to stop and back up and go collect his, go on a treasure hunt, basically. So, where is my ship? Okay, I see where my ship is. I'm gonna start calling it my ship. Alright. I'm gonna call you Spot. Come, Spot! I'm gonna go under the assumption that I haven't shown off the jumping jackals. So let's go ahead and put my boomerangs back on. Attack, and thin air, and bang, and magma staff. Now, at this point in the game, if you don't have the magma staff, that's fine. There is an alternative you can get to the magma staff, and I'll show you where to get it. It's available as soon as you get the boat. In fact, I was actually going to go over there and get it sooner rather than later, but because I have the magma staff, I've decided to put it off until I go and do the rest of my treasure hunting. Jumping jackals are not really that dangerous or anything like that. They do hit kind of hard, but that's par for the course at this point in the game. Come on, Spot, let's go. There's my boat. Alright, to the Dark Ruins. Have I mentioned that I absolutely adore the ship music in this game? It's so good. It's so good, you guys! Sea Angels! Well, there's 5 of them, so I'm gonna do not a cross-cutter throw, a power throw. Thin air. Let's try Crackle and Magma Staff. It could be worse. I'm trying to find the Sea Angels on my enemy list here so I can tell you all their attacks. Yeah, they do have a very high dodge chance. I do remember that about them. They seem to be at least slightly resistant to some of the elements. That's okay. I can't find them on my list here. Unfortunately, the way the let's see, filter. I will find them. Don't get me wrong. It's happening. It's Sea Angels. Here they are. They can cast Multi-Heal, Zing, and Accelerato. And they also have a very high dodge chance. Most of the angel enemies like that, they have some form of healing magic that they can cast, and generally speaking, have a high dodge rate. Ooh.
Surely it's too dangerous to carry on pursuing this fiend. I mean, look at what he did to Golding. Huh?
No.
Who are you?
Just a friendly neighborhood adventurer? I almost said Spider-Man, but no, that wouldn't be right.
Interesting. I thought there was no one on this island besides us and Golding's murderer.
Unless I'm the murderer. Dun dun dun.
Let me give you a piece of advice. Steer clear of the old ruins in the middle of the island.
Yeah, okay.
Ignore me at your peril. You have been warned.
Boy, aren't you just a bundle of sunshine? Well, before we leave, there's a few things that I want to do here. First things first. We'll call Spot. There's no grass here.